Awesome. Here we are with another Peg City Sound Off. It's been a few weeks since we've been live, so just taking care of some loose ends, but we're back now. And today we got a band that I've wanted to have on for a bit now. We got the Bloodshots. We're gonna do intros, but I don't know if there's any intros really needed. But let's do some intros anyway.
Let's do it. Shit. Go ahead, Keith. You go first.
I'm Keith. I play rhythm and backup vocals for the Bloodshots.
I'm CJ. I just ride the coattails of these three.
I'm Caitlin. I play bass.
I'm Ben. I play drums.
Excellent. So two new members of the band. I'm gonna say new members. It's been a little bit now, but just how did you guys come about in the band? I'm talking to Kaylin and Ben, I guess. As
Yes.
Keith and CJ, you're originals, are you not?
Yeah.
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 Okay. Just making
Yeah.
sure.
We're the old boring ones. So
Yeah.
I've been in the band maybe just under 2 years now, and I've been playing with other bands kind of in the past, and whoever kind of hired me. But I actually knew the Bloodshots. We would team up on shows together quite many years ago, and we would cross paths all the time. And I was just a big fan of these guys. I always liked their music. I liked their style, like their energy. And it was right time, right place. I was actually playing a show at Bulldogs in Winnipeg at one show, and we asked the band at my time. We asked the Bloodshots to join, and it was weird timing because at that time their drummer was leaving, and I was leaving my band. So CJ gave me a message and said, "Hey, are you interested in coming to try out for us?" And I did, and it was great. I love ever since, I guess.
love.
It was love. It was love. Sure.
Excellent. How about
And
yourself,
later,
Kaylin?
yeah, and maybe
Oh no, go
like a
ahead.
year later. Sorry, I would say a year later, we were looking for a new bass player, and I actually did the old-fashioned put out an ad on the internet. Say, hey, we're looking for a bass player. This is what we're doing, kind of like a bit old school. And Kate answered the call. I'll let you finish up.
Well, I actually knew Keith and CJ before. I was part of a music school, and we did this show. It was kind of a fundraiser where like all the students kind of got paired up with local bands. So I got paired up with the Bloodshots. So I played a show with them when I was 16, I think. I just did one of their originals with them. And I was actually playing guitar, so.
Yeah. What was that? West End Cultural Center?
Yeah, it was at the West End.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah, and then I saw Ben's ad like years later, and I was like, oh, wait, I know these guys. I might as well try. And then they were like, yeah, I guess.
We got a few good submissions over. I think it was a couple-week process, and some of them were like, basically we were like, hey, like send us a video of you playing two of our songs, or a tune you like, or whatever, right? Or do you have stuff online? And so some of the people that were interested in it, they're like, okay, well, I'll spend a couple weeks getting to know the tunes, and I'll get back to you. And like, okay, cool, right on. And then she sends back a vid like hours later. Oh yeah, I figured it all out. We're like, oh, okay. So you want the spot or what?
That's great. It's a good story too, right?
Yeah.
So let me tell you my first Bloodshot experience. I saw you guys open for Moist at the concert hall. I was front row center with my sister, who was a diehard Moist fan back in the first album, second album, especially the second album with like Resurrection and all that stuff. But that was my first Bloodshot experience. And you guys did a cover of Rebel Rebel from David Bowie. And then I actually got one of your guitar picks that night. And I'll be honest with you, I looked all over for it before we went live today because it's here somewhere. It's in this desk somewhere, but I was trying to find it. But that was my first Bloodshot experience. And what was the song at the time? I was a big fan of it. Hanging Around, what was it?
Getting
Oh, no, I
around.
can't. Yeah, there you go. I can't find that song anymore. I don't see it on streaming anywhere. But
That's because our label wants it as a single, so it's going to be coming out later this year.
perfect. I like that. That's good.
We re-recorded it and added some up-to-date ideas and stuff to it. So yeah, watch for that one 2025 for sure.
Awesome. Looking forward to that. I don't know if you guys have watched this before, but there is people that chime in the chats and it kind of pops up in
Yeah,
the bottom
cool.
corner there. So
Nice.
pretty cool there. So kind of jumping into your songs, I have some of your stuff up here. Obviously, Empty, the newest one that's come out, doing well on some charts out there. Sid actually, Sid, who runs the Musicians and Friends page, actually sent me a thing on it. I think it's number 7 on one of the charts right now. So
Yeah.
Congrats on that. You guys are killing it with that song.
Thank you.
Yeah, sometimes the song you expect the least out of ends up doing more than you thought.
Yeah, it did
It's good.
debut.
It's a good song.
It debuted at number 37, I think, in
47.
47. Oh yeah, and it just worked its way up quite a lot. So I'm glad people are liking it and voting for us. It's truly blessing. Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's a great song. It's got a real cool. I feel it has kind of a '90s vibe to it, but which is great. Maybe that's why I'm so attracted to it. But it's it's a great song. Just kind of looking through a couple of your other ones, like you guys got. I'm just strictly on Spotify here, but almost 19,000 spins on that. The Bay Blues, almost 30,000, which is another great song. CJ, do you want to run us through the Bay Blues? I know there's a little bit of a personal story there for you.
Yeah, I had gone to California. I love California, so I used to go back and forth once in a while. I tried to go every year, and one of the times I was there was right in San Francisco Bay Area, and I went with my ex I was dating at the time, and it. Sometimes you just you like find out someone's not quite what you think they are, and sometimes it takes a trip like that to show you that. And it was at that moment that I kind of realized that I wanted to go a different direction in life than her. No offense, but the song basically was birthed from that trip. I always have like a little notebook or something where I write down my ideas and stuff, and I wrote down kind of the idea for the song, and just kind of like maybe a verse or something that could be cool for a chorus. I remember when we first started kind of jamming that one, and that's one cool thing about Keith and I in a band is I don't know what the hell I'm talking about half the time when it comes to music. So I'll just kind of like say like, I was thinking like this or this or this feel or whatever. And he's like, oh, what about, and he just the way he kind of got like a strum or a little, I was like, that's exactly what's in my head. So, it was good.
You guys have played together long enough to probably read each other like that anyway, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Speaking of California, maybe take us through your trip down there where you played the world famous whiskey. And I too am a Californian guy. Me and my wife vacation there every year. So when you were there, I was like, I know exactly what corner they're on and everything. So
Yeah.
maybe talk about that, because that's awesome that you guys got to play there. There's so many big bands, especially through the 80s that rolled through there, and you go back as far as the 60s with the Birds playing there, and just so many great bands, and then there it is, Selkirk's own BLOODSHOTS at the whiskey.
Yeah, no kidding. Yeah. It was surreal. It was everything we kind of thought it would be. You go into there and you see how like a rock venue is supposed to be. Like how it's run. Everything about it was just so good, and you see all the memories on the wall, right? Like big framed pictures of the first time the Doors played there, Van Halen, Motley Crue. There was a big Def Leppard thing on the wall in our green room that they signed, and we took a picture in front of it. And, it was just cool, like at one point I was kind of standing on that stage, and I'm standing there and I'm like, man, guys like Eddie Van Halen and, Jim Morrison probably puked right where I'm standing.
Yeah.
So for me, it was great. It was like that, everything that I wanted it to be.
Yeah, super cool. I love the memorabilia, and I found actually always interesting because I follow Whiskey A Go Go on social media, and they always posting like who's coming up every time. They change the lettering on the signs every single day, so it was really surreal that we pull up and our names on the front of Whiskey A Go Go says the Bloodshots along with others, and then it was that kind of blew me away. It's like, yeah, this is where freaking Motley Crue got their start, right? This is all like legends ago, and even their social media, like Motley Crue just played their anniversary of their show there at the Whiskey A Go Go, and it's crazy to think that we would be sharing that kind of that moment, that stage, seeing the green room, seeing all the autographs on the walls and the stickers and the drawings, and I thought it was a real big dream, and it made me think, holy moly, we can really fit in with a lot of types of bands that are really going places. It was kind of a good stepping stone for, at least for how I took it. Yeah.
Holy moly.
It was, yeah. It was really meaningful.
You, Keith.
It's fantastic.
Now, did you go down to the Rainbow and have some pizza at any point?
Oh my god.
That was probably
Rainbow
my
was
favorite
cool.
place.
Yeah.
there. Awesome.
We walked there one night, a different night, just because we were like sitting back at our Airbnb. We were like, Rainbow? So we went back to the Rainbow. That place is
Like we closed
alive.
it down. We closed
Yeah,
we were
we
there
were
till like
like,
3
yeah.
in the morning.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's
nice.
so cool too. You get these like old Hollywood vampires just coming up and seeing that you're not like, they clearly go there every night, right? And they're
Yeah.
like looking, and then they just sit at your table and they're like, "Who are you?" And then boom, full conversation.
It's crazy,
Got it.
and you never know who's gonna walk in.
You know,
And there's my wife chiming in here that the Rainbow's awesome. What a gem. We felt maybe a little out of place. We were there as like a little like honeymoon style vacay, and here we are. We'll go to the Rainbow tonight, and then in walks the former singer of Bad Wolves, and I forget his name. Big dude though, but he was there. And it was like, okay. And now, of course, everyone in there is kind of flocking around that guy, right? It's like, okay, cool. But the pizza was amazing. But what a cool place, too. All the history there and the Lemmy statue. Yeah, so cool.
Yeah, I love that they every once in a while they change the cigarette in his mouth.
Yeah.
The statue.
Yeah. That's the next place for you guys to play is when they have those little outdoor festivals there.
Yeah.
That's where
We
you
were
guys get
actually
it.
eyeballing that when we were there. There was a Powerman 5000 was headlining some show or something.
Yeah.
We were like,
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. They're playing the whiskey. I follow a page of the whiskey there, and it's like band submissions to open, and it was like John Corabi, who, if you know John Corabi, took over Vince's spot in Motley Crue for that one album there, and then Power Man 5000. I was like, I wonder if my band should go home for Power Man. It's kind of crazy, eh? So, hey, you never knew who's gonna walk in. You just never know it down there, and what a great experience for you guys to play down there. I know there was a lot of talk about that wow, they're going down there to play. It's super cool. So.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we
good for
got
you
to
guys.
go back because it was just before we met Kate. So we want to go back and give Kate the experience.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, Tommy Vex. Thanks, Jeff. Tommy
That's
Vex. That was the guy. Yeah. Yeah, maybe. My wife says Troubadour.
Troubadour,
Right here.
yeah.
Someone's got to play the Troubadour. That's
That was
I think that was-
too. Yeah.
that was one of the
And
first
Viper.
places when I was down there. Took a photo outside of because the rich history in that one too. So.
Yeah. We tried the Viper Room as well. We thought we would do try and do an acoustic show or something in the same time. But there's something that's we don't get here in Manitoba is a radius clause. I didn't really know about it. Like, so if you play in a certain area, you're not allowed to play within, I think it's like 25 kilometers of that venue for 30 days. So we couldn't go like Whiskey A Go Go, and then we wanted to try and go to like the Viper Room or another place to kind of play as much as we could. That was new for me. It's like I never heard of a radius clause before. What is that?
well, they have it here.
Interesting.
Nobody
Nobody
abides by it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I didn't know there's such a thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. I'm sure there's some people who would appreciate that.
Shows that I'm
Another show you guys play. You know, I could probably go on forever about these big shows you guys have played, but you opened for Sebastian Bach as well at the event center here.
That was
Another
awesome.
cool show.
Yeah, probably my
And
favorite.
yeah,
Yeah, probably one of my favorite shows. I would say.
cool. Yeah,
It's
that's
one where the crowd was already there for the openers, right? And like you hear people like, yeah, oh no, that the openers they played at the Burt Block party. They're here again tonight. So we're like, oh, people actually came to see the opener for once.
oh, that's cool. That's cool. I was gonna say about the Burt Block party that Galen, you joined this band and you're playing the Burt Block party. How was that a little surreal? It's a big crowd out there.
It was a lot. It was a lot. My mom has been obsessed with things like the headstones for forever, and I've seen them in concert a whole bunch of times. So to be playing with them and to have a conversation with them was just crazy. And yeah, it was a big crowd. Even like with Sebastian Bach, I was like, these people that like, I mean, my parents love them, so I listen to them all the time. But to be playing with those people, opening for them, being on the same stage, the same day, being able to talk to them, it's just been absolutely crazy. Because I really hadn't done like anything very much with like shows and bands and all that before this. So this has been like, it's been amazing. It's been really, really fun. And they're pretty chill, I guess. they're
I remember shaking Hugh Dillon's hand, and I thought, "Oh, his hand is massive." I felt like I thought it was big. I remember that so vividly for some reason. Cool dude, though. Cool dude.
Yeah, multi-talented.
Yeah. Yeah.
Awesome. Speaking of shows, you guys recently, I'm going to break into this one for a second. You recently played the Osborne Tap House as your alter ego Aneurysm, a Nirvana tribute band. What is Nirvana just a big part of your upbringing or influences, I guess you could say?
Yeah, it's that whole '90s era. Nirvana, Stone Temple Pilots, Soundgarden, and then kind of a little more mixed with the kind of Green Day, Rancid, Offspring '90s vibe. Kind of what birthed our sound really, and we had known a lot of Nirvana tunes, and we just kind of started jamming them, and they all sounded really good. So then we did one show as it, I think, Park Theater, and we sold like over 500 tickets to it. So we were like, okay, let's do this every once in a while. With doing it every once in a while, you only get better at it, right? So
Yeah.
we've been able to take it on the road. We've done it in Ontario and Alberta. It's received very well.
Yeah, for sure. I saw some videos. Yeah, it sound fantastic. Sounds fantastic doing that. You guys have a show coming up at the Park Theater as well. How about some details on that one?
In
Have we just played there?
in July. Which one are you talking about?
Do you not have one at Park Theater with Wonder coming up?
Oh, we just did that.
We
one,
just
yeah.
did that one.
Oh, that was you just did that. Oh, sorry, I thought that was still coming up.
No, that was just Valentine's Day.
Double header.
Oh,
yeah.
okay. Sorry about that. I'm late on that one. I thought I saw an ad for it still, but it must have been an old ad. And I thought
We
you still
broke
had.
the radius clause on that one.
Yeah.
Yeah. No kidding. Well,
Come
when
and
it
get
comes to Osborne, it's not hard to break that clause with all
Yeah,
the
yeah, I
venues down that strip there. Have you guys played Side Stage yet?
No, but we're booked for July.
July 5th.
July
Awesome.
Yeah, July 5th.
Cool.
my mom's birthday.
Oh, hey.
It's her 50th birthday, and she was like, you know what? I want the Bloodshots to play.
Excellent. Yeah, it's a nice venue. July 5th. I'm gonna mark that down because I'm gonna be there. I live just at the end of the street of Side Stage, so that's why I'm asking too.
Yeah, when we were at the Park Theater on Valentine's Day, we were talking to Corey Thomas of Ninja Cat, and he was telling us about Side Stage and gushing over it. And we were licking our chops after talking to him. So
Excellent. Yeah, no, that's great. It's a great venue. You guys will love it there. And second to none green room if you're that green room kind of band.
nice.
Yeah,
Sweet.
yeah, it's good. It's good.
I think.
Yeah.
It's probably more of a green room band. Yeah.
So what's next on for the Bloodshots besides a new song coming out, a new old song coming out?
We've got a couple singles lined up for release, and then all the songs that are on the Spotify or Apple, all that stuff. With those songs mixed with these new ones, we're gonna put out a full length on vinyl, ABCD. I don't know. This I don't even play CDs anymore, right? Like so, and a couple shows.
Yeah, we got a couple shows. We're traveling. We're going to Thunder Bay in a little while, and actually, I'll give an exclusive announcement, I guess, because you're right here. We actually just accepted. We're actually going to go to Pennsylvania in April. We got invited to perform at the Launch Music Conference. It's a kind of a big, large music industry networking conference, very similar to, I don't know if you know NAMM, if you've ever heard of NAMM. It's kind of like that, but they host it in Pennsylvania instead. So we got invited to go play there. We're just trying to figure out logistics, but that's hasn't been announced yet. But I thought I'd share it with you guys. And yeah, right now we're trying to line up. We're still, like probably lots of bands at this time of year. We're all kind of panicking, trying to find out what we're doing for the summer. So we've definitely done lots of applications and ready to go. But doing some negotiations. We'll hopefully be going Western Canada as well, and we're doing some negotiations about doing like a mini little tour out there as well. So
Brandon's always on the list.
I love Brandon. The 40. Yeah. I love the 40. Yeah.
Yeah. There's another one out there, Eastside Eatery, that my band just played 2 weeks ago, and I'm gonna shout out my buddy's band Last Place here. They invited us out there to play, but yeah, Brandon is such a great. It's a great place. I don't think they get a lot of bands coming through there, so when bands do go out there, they seem to do well. So yeah, that's awesome. The Pennsylvania thing is super cool. That's it's great. You guys are break through to the States. Get your name down there. You guys are killing it right now.
Actually,
nope. Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say it's great because and I think it might have been like a match made in heaven, because a lot of we look at our stats for where a lot of our streams go through, and it's Pennsylvania is a really big hotspot. So we're happy to go out there and perform, and people want us there. So we're psyched to play.
Awesome. What's the strangest place you've had your song played?
Japan?
No, hold on. There was something. When Russia first invaded Ukraine.
Oh, right.
Oh no!
It was like being played in Ukraine. It was like such and such a song has passed 1,000 plays in Ukraine. We're like, what?
It's a get
wow.
Yeah. So the Ukrainians pump the Bloodshots to get pumped to go to the front lines, I guess. Either that or they're using it to torture someone.
Well, maybe there's a Ukraine tour in the Bloodshots. When everything settles down over there.
Gotta wear helmets.
Good for you. Yeah, exactly. Good for you guys. World known. Was there years ago? Didn't you guys have a hit or something in Australia?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was No Way Out. Yeah. I think it was either No Way Out or Go to Hell. But it got onto a couple countdowns down there, and we had done like a little kind of like something like this interview, sort of like this, with a guy. I can't remember his name or his station, but that was pretty cool, and it looked good too because our label's down there, right? So it definitely kind of made them think, oh, okay, Maybe these guys aren't that terrible.
Well, you know what? Maybe there is a world tour in you eventually, right?
Yep.
Sounds good. You're getting played all over the place. So every episode near the end, I usually ask a random question. So my random question tonight that has nothing to do with anything is Corey Feldman's guitar solo one of the greatest solos of all time?
No, no. I have a firm stance on no.
CJ, you went and saw Feldman with Limp Bizkit, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I asked that. I knew you were down there.
Corey Feldman on a guitar makes me look like Slash.
Smoke and mirrors, man. Smoke and mirrors. Yeah. I mean, heck, I could do it. I could move my fingers that fast on something and will it sound good? I don't know. It looks cool.
It's more than what I can do.
Awesome. Well, I appreciate you guys coming on tonight. It's been, I've had you in mind for some time now, and I'm glad I got you on here. I got sponsors coming in now. I wanted to get you on around that time because a lot more followers coming through in the last few months. There's a lot of movement right now with the show, and I got some stuff coming up that I'll probably be talking to you guys about, and hopefully we can collab on some stuff. And you guys are doing great. You're everywhere you look. You're all over the charts there. Your name comes up a lot, and you're going international here. This is cool. I was really, really happy for you guys when I was hearing about the LA stuff, and it's always good to see, I'm going to just say like a Manitoba local band just kind of making names, and it just shows that like hard work, it pays off. I know you guys work hard what you do, and it's just, it's great to see. You guys keep it up.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
All right.
Yeah,
thanks for coming on. Thanks for coming on live from Ricky's in Selkirk. Let's give them a shout out there. So
we're actually we're about to do our jam. So we usually jam a lot on Sunday evenings. So
awesome.
So we're on our way. We thought, we'll stop, do this, and then we're off to jam.
Excellent. Yeah, it's good to have all of you on. It's always good full band stuff, right? Everyone can kind of chime in, even though Keith didn't say much. It's all good. He's a silent type. He writes all the songs, all right?
He's there.
Awesome. Okay, guys, have a great night. Thanks for coming on, and I'll be sure to catch you guys July 5th at Side Stage.
Awesome,
Thank
man.
you.
Anytime.
Right on.
Awesome.